What is up, everybody? I am Kevin Iole. I have covered MMA for more than 25 years. And back in the day when I first started doing this, Dana White used to say, "We are going everywhere." And the fights were mainly in Las Vegas and sometimes in Atlantic City. So, when he said everywhere, you thought maybe East Coast one time, West Coast. Now they're in a city that I never heard of before, Baku, Azerbaijan. This is the first time that they pulled us off, so we know they're going everywhere. Joining me right now is the main event, one half of the main event, which is going to be a slugfest, I have a feeling. The former light heavyweight champion, Jamahal Hill. He will be fighting Khalil Rountree Jr. Both of these guys bring it. Jamal, welcome. Good to see you again. How are you, my friend?
Hey, Kevin, what's going on?
Well, good to see you, my brother. Looking forward to seeing this scrap. People can watch it in the United States on ABC, so that will be on national television. So that'll be good exposure for you guys. First of all, just curious, what you look at when you see Khalil Rountree. You excited about this kind of fight? Because this is a guy probably you don't have to try to figure out what he's going to do, I would guess.
Oh yeah, man. When I see him, I see a guy that's hungry, a greedy competitor, a guy that's put in a lot of work to try to get to where he wants to be, and he's following his dreams. He's trying to get to a spot where I've been, and unfortunately for him, he's got to go through me to get there.
Right. This is a big fight for both of you guys because the division is really tight at the top with the new champion Magomed Ankalaev. You were in Salt Lake City when Roundtree fought Alex Bocek for the world title. What was your take on that performance? I know you were up on your feet a lot of that fight. What was your take on what Roundtree did in that fight?
I think he did better than what a lot of people thought he would do. I think that's more of like what the whole big lure and everything was about the fight. Like as far as like he almost beat Alex. I don't like if you actually watch the fight, that was not the case. He landed some good shots. Did he land some good shots? Yeah. I think people are really big on the shot where he dropped him in the second round, which Alex threw a question mark kick, missed the kick, and was all kind of off balance.
Right.
You know what I mean? Then he just kind of swung, and which the punch didn't really connect. It clotheslined him. Like he kind of caught him more so with the wrist and things like that. Alex saw it coming and he ducked and things like that. So like once you really strip it down to the X's and O's, I don't think the fight was really all that close. And yeah, but he did show up, and he did show that he can show up and show a side of himself that most people wouldn't don't expect and things like that. So he can be
Sure.
dangerous.
You are coming off fights with Alex Pereira and Jiri Prochazka. Those didn't go your way. UFC 300, Pereira won that one by KO. Jiri Prochazka at UFC 311. That was kind of a wild back and forth fight in Los Angeles that he happened to win. So my first question is, mentally, is there anything to get over when you come off a knockout? Like, does it take you a while, and does it change the way you approach the upcoming fight when you're coming off a KO loss?
No, because I wasn't KO'd. Like, I wasn't until I think my definition of a knockout is a lot different than y'all definition of a knockout. Because I think I have the actual definition that's being knocked unconscious, like
Yeah.
having to be woken up and things like that. That's never happened to me. So the Pajeda for learn. If you didn't learn anything, then there's truly a loss. I learned something in both of those fights. So, for me it's about learning, adjusting, and then moving on. The Pereira fight, it was more so just honestly that weird ass moment where Herb kind of stopped the fight, then let Alex continue the fight. That
Right.
was some weird shit. So for me, I learned from that, stay locked in, stay focused, stay ready. The Yuri fight, I thought I could just go. Honestly, I thought I could go in even with some of the issues I was dealing with, and beat, a former champion, top guy in the world. He added some things to his game and things that turned out to be, that turned out to be very beneficial for him. So being locked in and being ready and making sure everything is good to go, uh so I can operate optimally to the best of my abilities was, you know what I mean, was something that I learned in that fight. Also, you know, just stay like keep a certain calm and a level of focus too, within that fight too. You know, but for the most part for me, nah, I don't do nothing for me. Like
You
as
know
far
what?
as like mentally and things like that, you know, I'm gonna keep analyzing. I'm gonna keep staying strategic, and I'm gonna keep using my IQ to, I mean, to get the performances that I want.
Well, and I was going to bring up that your fight IQ has always been one of your strong points. I mean, obviously you hit with power, and you're a guy that has a pretty diverse game. But you seem to be one of the smarter fight guys in there. And so I asked you this question: when you see what happened to Pereira, you know he excuse me, Prochazka, you know he lost a couple of fights in a row, and now here he is, you know, on the verge of another title shot. Right? That has to tell you, as a smart guy, that you're not that far away, and one impressive victory might bring you right back into the title picture, I would assume.
Yeah, for sure. You know, in that sense. But for me, for the most part, I'm not really thinking about the title. I'm not really thinking about those things. I'm focused on just winning the fights that are in front of me right now. Right now, the fight with Khalil Rountree is in front of me, and I want to go in and dominate that fight.
And you know, when you have that attitude, do you feel like you're more dangerous because, like, in other words, you're just out there, you know, you're not putting any pressure on yourself. Hey, I have to win this fight to get to a championship, or I have to win this fight to get to a certain ranking. You're just going out there and saying, "Hey, I want to rack up victories, and if I do that, that'll take care of itself." Do you think that makes you more dangerous? You know, less pressure and just more dangerous as an opponent?
I think anytime I'm focused and I'm fully focused on somebody, it makes me dangerous. So yeah, you know, I'm ready. I'm so locked into this fight, man. You know, so that's just really all I'm focused on.
You are a slight underdog in this fight. He is $1.60 favorite at DraftKings. You are $1.35. Are we expecting? You know, Roundtree made a big point before he fought Pereira. I have never shot for a takedown in my life, which I don't know why you say that, right? I love Khalil. I think he's a great guy, one of the best guys in this sport. But why do you say that before a fight? You know, I mean, people know what your game plan is, but even to say that, it kind of like takes away a little bit of you know, your edge. But do you feel like this is going to be another just, you know, you two standing in front of each other and boxing, kickboxing type fight, or do you think we might see it get mixed up a little bit, given, you know, given your skills?
I believe we're gonna see an MMA fight. So you know, MMA, wherever the fight goes, wherever I see my best path to victory or easiest way to victory is, that's what I'm gonna take. You know, whether that be standing and piecing him up, catching him, knocking him out, or you know, taking him down and opening his face up and choking him out. Whatever it takes to get the job done.
You know, you travel halfway around the world to get this fight. How does that change your preparation? I know you know you fought in Brazil, you fought in different places around the world. I'm assuming this is about as far as you can go away from home, right? So, how does that
Uh-huh.
change your preparation? How long have you been in Azerbaijan? And like, do you feel like you know you're totally acclimated as we speak?
The time here is different, so like I believe that the time that we'll be fighting here will probably be around the time I train back home. So you know, it's I mean it's a little different with like the night and day and things like that. But for the most part, I feel like I'll be acclimated. We actually left to come out here Wednesday. I had like a little issue as far as travel. I ended up in Dallas for a couple of days, and then I flew out here on Saturday. So I've been here for now like, since yesterday, a couple days, like a couple days now. So yeah, I feel fine. You know, I'm feeling good. Vibes are good. Everything's good, and I'm ready to just go. I'm ready for Saturday now.
Have you gotten out to see the country a little bit? I mean, or is that a fight week? You don't you just stick to the hotel and the and you know in the gym.
I kind of just well, I had an Airbnb. I had like a little villa Airbnb for this weekend that we had. We stopped there, which was all right. But no, I haven't really gotten out of the hotel, not today, really. So you know, just chilling, catching up on some sleep. I mean, going to train and stuff, and then
Yeah.
Yeah.
After all that travel issue, I can understand. People who want to see Jamahal Hill, you can watch him on ABC, the network, as well as ESPN on Saturday. He is fighting Khalil Rountree Jr., number 4 versus number 7. Should be a banger of a fight. Always good to talk to you, Jamal. I appreciate you, brother. Good luck on Saturday.
You too, Kevin. I'll talk to you, bro.
See you, brother. Be well.